Oh, good day, good vibes, good people. I'm Jay Hollins.
It's your man L.
And this is your girl, Shawn.
Hey, welcome to episode 12 of Fake Decent, the podcast.
Oh, shit. We at 12.
We at 12, bro.
I act surprised every week.
Right. Because, nigga, like, listen, every week is a blessing. Nigga, nigga, it's snowpocalypse, sub-zero temperatures out in this bitch.
Motherfucker, COVID out here, these streets,
Motherfuckers
man.
still out smacking motherfuckers in the mouth. You just don't know how this shit gonna go.
Ain't nobody mentioned herpes or nothing since the Rona came
No.
out.
No, all that shit is irrelevant.
Ain't nobody talking about herpes, HIV,
AIDS, none of that
motherfucker.
shit.
Ain't nobody talking about, man, the bitch gave me the clap. You ain't heard none of that shit.
No.
Everybody ducking Rona. You know
I'm
what I'm
telling you.
saying? So,
Trichomonas was popping hard as hell before Rona came.
damn, Trichomonas, that shit came back.
Trick made a comeback?
Trick ain't went nowhere. Trick love the kids. Shit.
Trick love the kids.
Trick ain't went no motherfucking well.
You know what? I had to call up all my hoes a couple of years back, and I was like, yo, which one of you filthy bitches gave me diabetes? Which one of y'all was fuck? You knew you had the sugar when you was
Put the
fucking me
sugar
raw. You gotta be out here all sweet and shit.
Hey, that's not how any of this works, L.
It's not.
This is not how
It's
any
really
of
not.
this works.
Hey man, them bitches was on the phone. If you don't get your dumb ass off my phone.
They thought it was cute though. They wanted to give you some more. He
Did
said,
he did.
I gave him a little
He
sugar.
said I was sweet.
It don't take much.
I know how
It
to
don't
play
take
that.
much.
Hey, listen.
Coochie coupons, they really
Hey,
need
you
you to
make
come back.
you make a chick laugh, they handing out coochie coupons.
Absolutely. Because you make us feel comfortable.
Stand-up comedian. I only picked it for the pussy. Let's go. I only picked the career for the
Hey,
pussy,
shit, that was
man.
the same reason I picked R&B shit.
Come on, let's.
You know what?
All that game banging was gonna
Well,
keep.
no, that shit was too risky, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying, getting shot at.
You
shit
want me
like
to
that.
die for pussy, dog?
I can stand on stage
Shit,
and say
girls
that
gang
shit,
banging
and
harder
shit,
than y'all now.
Hell yeah, these motherfuckers is aggressive.
Boy, you ever bust a nut and shake up GD
Speaking
with
of
your
women,
bitch?
bro.
All right, little folks, that shit was good. That little pussy
That
was
shit
fake
was,
decent.
that shit was fake decent.
That little pussy was fake decent, G. On Larry.
See, and I just thought I was leaving the jewelry store, and this dude about 6'4" this morning. This dude about 6'4", he out there talking to his girl. His girl probably about 5'9", little Puerto Rican chick or mixed chick. She, I'm like, and dude just looking down. Yeah, man, I hear you. Chill. She's like, all up. I'm like, why are these women so aggressive? The fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, like he really could have stepped on her a little bit.
It's a couple of things I want to address.
Because these niggas be letting them.
Thank you.
Period.
I want to
Period.
thank you for addressing that, and then I want to address the fact how Jay just so casually like, yeah, I was leaving the jewelry store.
Stop.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Rich niggas will be doing rich nigga shit.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know.
He's comfortable in his rich habitat.
Yeah.
You know?
Who rich? I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no
I'm
money.
broke, baby.
I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
What money, baby?
Money? Ain't no money. I'm broke. Shit.
I don't know.
You heard me say I was leaving the
Look, you
jewelry
robbed me.
store.
It's gonna be for practice. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I ain't got no money. Don't
Target
listen to
practice
these
for your
motherfuckers.
ass.
You
Fuck with
rob
it.
Jay, you gonna be the
Fuck with
practice.
it. Exactly.
Shit, that's hilarious.
Hey, man. So let's get into this shit. We got to talk about the GOAT, a.k.a. Tom Brady,
Hey,
a.k.a.
look.
Tom Terrific, man.
Let me say this starting out. For those of you who would say, oh, he's a Trump supporter, how could you support him? How could you be a fan of his? He stopped fucking with Trump about 2 years ago. In case y'all didn't pay attention. When he was fucking with Trump, we kind of backed up off of him. We still gave him his props like, oh, he's still cold, but, we can't really fuck with you like that, fam. He backed up off of Trump. Shit, we was right back like, Tommy!
I never stopped fucking with him because it was never all or nothing thing for me. Now, let me get on my high horse and go on this motherfucking tirade. There's a reason I don't talk football with dummies, right? Because I eat, sleep,
Hey, Jay,
and breathe
stop looking
this
down
shit.
on us, man.
Look,
Just because we don't know X's and O's like you, bro.
You wasn't the one flexing on that shit.
Oh, no,
I'm
definitely,
telling you, you be like, nah, nigga, I watch hoops, football and shit. But
Yeah.
I'm in reverse, nigga. I only watch basketball until football come back on because basketball just some shit to do until I can watch some football or go see some football or go play some football or go coach some football. So my thing is this. Everybody blaming the ref. I had been saying, my homie called me. He said, Jay, you a fucking genius. I said, why? He said, nigga, you've been saying since week 9, the Kansas City Chiefs cannot cover. He is like,
Say, bro, what's this noise going on, man? There's something cackling behind me. Like,
you ain't used to shit. That's the wood burning. You don't hit no.
is that the wood burning on the TV?
Chestnuts roasting on an open fucking fire.
Is it on the
Where did you
motherfucking
grow
TV?
up? The hood?
Yeah. We didn't have no chestnuts.
The ghetto.
All my nuts was under my pants. What that nigga say in the Chronic? He say, if she got chestnuts, she got a dick in her mouth. Mouth. Okay.
Right.
Go ahead,
MOWF,
Jack.
go ahead.
Okay.
I've been saying since week 9, the secondary can't cover. They're very handsy. They do a lot of holding and mugging, and they get away with it because everybody loves Patrick Mahomes. But everybody loves Patrick Mahomes, but they don't love Patrick Mahomes more than they love Tom Brady. Tom Brady is still the face of the league until he decides to ride off into the motherfucking sunset. That nigga is Captain America. He's Steve Rogers. And he's even more Captain America with these 7 rings. Hated listen, what Ric Flair said, whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it. Because it's the best going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and then Tom Brady flexed on y'all the other day on Instagram when he put up the video of him holding the Super Bowl trophy with 50's many men wish death upon me. And 50 put that shit back up with winning all Tom Brady rings, talking about, man, winners know what it is.
Absolutely.
So my thing is this, man. You have to speak to strategy. Everybody talking about the refs, this, that. The refs didn't make that shit 31-9. You understand what I'm saying? Todd Bowles put up, and not to go too much into strategy, the Tampa 2 is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful coverage. They took away the deep ball with 2 high safeties. They took away the sidelines. Wasn't nowhere for them to go but to the middle of the field, and they couldn't get more than 5 yards doing that shit. So my thing is that the reason I don't talk football with you stupid motherfuckers is because I'm a nigga who eats, sleep, and breathe X's and O's. I coached this shit on the high school level. I played. Still play in the flag league with ex-professionals, ex-collegiate players. My son plays collegiate ball. Like, this is what the fuck I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The way you hear motherfucker like, listen, I could literally go through that game and break down play for play what's happening in real time.
And basically what Jay is saying, football for dummies, the refs didn't cheat. The refs didn't get that game away. Them motherfuckers had them bad habits for a long time. And them bad habits caught up to their ass when it counted the most.
And it was coaching arrogance. They beat, and first of all, the last time they saw Tampa Bay, right? Tyreek Hill.
What week was that?
I don't even remember.
It was early.
Yeah, it was early. I mean, because the Bucs went 8-0 after they bye week. And I said, listen.
Whooped ass. Took names.
I'm going to touch these 2 points and we're going to move on, right? It was arrogance. They beat them. Look, they beat them 24-27 by a field goal, right? Because Tom Brady damn near walked them down, but they ran out of time. So it was coaching arrogance where they coaching staff showed up and said, we beat these niggas. And we beat the shit out of them. They had 238 yards in the fucking first half passing. So we don't have to do nothing different. But let me tell you something as a coach. When I've lost a game, there's a game right now that's irking my soul that I can't wait to get back out here and coach. You sit there and watch that tape with the clicker. Tape don't lie. It's not a matter of if when you watch tape, right? Mm-hmm. It's a matter of when. Timing, tendencies. What do they do? Mm-hmm. Listen, if I send you on a post, they gonna grab. If I send you on a flag, they gonna grab. So we not even running no goals. We just going flag post because they gonna grab and we gonna get about 10 pass interference calls. All right, cool. And now we're going to do that, and these motherfuckers ain't going to change shit because they believe in – here's Andy Reid. I believe in Patrick Mahomes so much that I'm not going to change shit. Meanwhile, they said Tom Brady texted the whole team the night before the Super Bowl and said, guys, if we execute, we're going to win. And we're not just going to win. We're going to win by a lot. 31-9. 31-9, bro. 31-9.
Yeah.
That's an ass whooping.
It's a couple things that you don't do.
Thorough.
You don't piss in the wind, don't eat yellow snow, and never bet against Tom Brady at home.
I told these niggas, man. I said, they was like, man, I'm going with the young black quarterback. First of all, he's just a little more black than Tom Brady. Start there.
Stupid.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Tom Brady got more black friends than Patrick Mahomes growing up. I'm pretty sure.
This is true.
Now, next, when you look at Tampa Bay and their coaching staff, this was the ultimate fuck you to all the racist owners in the NFL for not looking at these black coaches for head coaching positions.
Byron Leftwich, Tom
Come on,
Bowles.
man.
Hey, New York Jets, y'all fired that man. He got a Super Bowl ring.
How does
y'all
that feel?
motherfuckers still suck.
How does that feel?
Y'all
Absolutely.
still suck.
How does that feel?
2 years later, y'all still terrible.
But see, here's the thing also. To piggyback off L, I'm a football dummy.
Uh-huh.
I look at who got the cutest uniforms as far as
I ain't
what
mad
I
at
feel
you.
is colors,
Right.
whoever back and booty is popping. That's where
Well,
I am
you're a woman,
with my
so
football
I get
loyalty.
that, unless you just a
But
woman who really into the
The
sport.
other thing about all of this is just our culture now. Everything is about feeling. Oh, I feel closer to this one because he's black. I feel this, I feel that. Plus, it's also a fucking hater society.
Man.
People get so much pleasure from hating. You
Yep.
hating a motherfucker that you don't know.
Right.
You people. Was that you that posted it the other day saying you making $50,000 a year and you calling the motherfucker with 1.3 million broke? People just feel that whatever they feel is supposed to dictate. It goes beyond white privilege.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just feel a certain way. It could be their own insecurities that they're
Well, everything
reflecting.
now is based on how
But-
motherfuckers feel.
Absolutely.
Nobody's doing the math no more.
Absolutely.
Them
So
numbers-
those of us that think in black and white,
Mm-hmm.
it's like we're the minority now. So a lot of stuff, when it comes down to it don't make sense to me, I say, fuck it. If it made sense, I'll be a hater and a goofy too. I don't even involve myself in that. I just keep looking at the booties and the backs. You know what I'm saying?
No, you showed up for
'Cause
what
that's
you
what
like.
matters.
Listen, you showed up for what you like.
I don't go to the strip club because of who can technically climb a pole and wave better than the other. You go to the strip club for I go for the booty.
Listen, Liz went to watch me play in the little turkey bowl that we have in my flag football league every year. I have my little football pants and jersey on. She said, "Ooh, babe, you thick as hell."
Absolutely.
That's the only reason she was there.
Liz, tear that ass up.
What? Whoa.
Hilarious. The wives have spoken.
Yes, the wives have spoken. Y'all
Whoa.
ain't the only ones that get excited with some little shit. Let you come in the house and Leah's got on boy shorts and she cooking. Two of your favorite shits.
Hey,
Right
hey,
when you hit the door.
Hey, man. Hey, get out my business, y'all.
Absolutely.
And the kids got to get out the house. Hey, y'all might want to find something to
Go
do.
some money, go shop.
Yeah, go do something.
Absolutely. We know what we be doing.
Nah.
Your ass be like, where Robbie at? Friends.
He's at a friend's.
He's at friends.
But that's all, man. So when I say I don't discuss football with motherfuckers who ain't football people, that's what I mean. And y'all be taking that shit at some level of arrogance. Like, no, I really do this shit.
No,
So,
Jay
I don't-
wouldn't even go we was like, so where you going to watch the game at? He was like, at home. I don't want to be surrounded by people who don't know what the fuck is going on. I watch for the game.
Yeah,
For
because
the X and the
student
O.
of the
he
sport.
thoroughly enjoys it. And the company of other people could ruin that and possibly get the shit slapped out of them. So
Bingo.
he keeps himself out of situations that
Bingo.
he would, and I kind of have to do do the same thing.
I get it.
We started being angry when they used to make you pay for your own anger management, which only pissed you off further. So
What you say they start making you pay for your own anger
when
management?
that shit first came out, I mean, I ain't gonna tell you how I know or how much it cost or nothing, but
Put on here. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
yeah, I had to pay for my own anger management, and that made me
Me
even
too.
madder. Only for me to learn nothing. All I learned was to stay out of situations that was gonna cost me money.
You
I mean,
have
that
to-
worked out.
You have to let things play out. You can't just punch people. Why?
Why?
Fuck you mean?
Can I punch him with my feet? Is that different? With
Motherfucking
punching?
toddlers. Why? Why?
Why?
Why?
Why
Exactly.
can't I punch people? I'm not understanding.
Exactly.
But all right, man, let's get to the out-of-pocket motherfucker of the week. Gorilla Glue Girl.
Say baby. Say baby girl.
I don't even
Let
know
me talk to the gorilla. Is that the camera? Say baby girl. Tarika, what's her name?
I think it's
Doesn't-
Terica
Terica.
Brown.
She from
Miss
Louisiana.
Miss
somewhere,
Brown.
right?
Miss Brown. The rumors are that you think you're gonna sue Gorilla Glue for whatever you think you're gonna sue him for. No, you can try. You can waste as much money as listen. Far be it from me to tell anybody to not attempt to get the bag. I'm just gonna tell you that there's a saying I say all the time, and usually I say it around when talking about my sister's baby daddy, but you can't fix stupid.
Quick jab.
Absolutely.
Quick jab. Quick jab. And because I'm fake famous, he'll see this on Fake Decent. You can't fix stupid. You just can't.
No.
Baby girl, that was stupid. Everybody knows the difference between Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Snot.
There is a reason why this shit is not in the beauty supply.
There's a reason why.
I don't know what aisle.
She didn't get that shit out the hair aisle. I can tell you that much.
She didn't get that shit out the hair building.
Out the hair building, they don't got no Gorilla Glue in there.
When you go to these big mega beauty supplies, they sell a plethora of things. Gorilla Glue ain't one of them.
It's not one of them.
It's not.
Oh, God, it ain't.
And I don't even get it. But I'm cool with not getting that because it means I'm not fucked up too. Y'all won't see me around this motherfucker. I mean, but
Slick down
hey,
for a month straight.
In true fashion, a hard head made a soft ass, didn't it?
It
the
did.
lesson that she learned behind this shit. And when I saw her at St. Bernard, I was happy because it wasn't the West Side. Y'all say we be West Side, but God damn.
She
did that here?
She from Louisiana, but I don't know.
She was here when she did that?
I don't know where she was.
Well, what I do know is.
But if she was out south, go ahead and take that L.
Man,
Absolutely.
Listen, man, I don't got no time for y'all.
No, I'm not. Not ever. They be trying to make me a
I got a bag
Southsider.
if you need help
Hey,
holding that
Shawn,
L.
Would you tell them Leclerc Courts is not the South Side?
It is not.
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
is not.
46.
It's Southside adjacent.
46
It is not
and
South Side.
Cicero. It's out south. Y'all
Since
just
when?
playing the West Side.
We did not fuck with the South Side ever in life, bro.
I'm just
like
saying.
all our times were like, listen, my stomping grounds was 14th and Avers. You know what I mean? 15th and Avers. My motherfucking stomping grounds
I
was
grew up on
motherfucking
15th and Kedzie.
right. So my motherfucking stomping grounds was Madison and Pulaski, Jackson and Pulaski.
Jay,
Humboldt
Them are
Park,
right.
Rockwell and Potomac,
none of this
Chicago and
matters.
Francisco.
It matters because
Oh, it
I'm not a
matters.
South Sider. Stop grouping me with you niggas. I ain't even know half y'all shit existed till I went to high school.
We didn't know y'all existed too.
Okay, that's fair exchange.
You're right.
Fair exchange.
We didn't know y'all existed.
I didn't know shit about CVS.
When
I didn't know
niggas told me
shit
about
none of
Leclerc,
the Southside shit.
Leclerc Court, I was like, where's that at? They was like, it's out west. I was like,
I
Listen,
mean, I understand the
I
South
never
Side
heard
wanting
of
to
no
claim
Leclerc.
Jay. He's worthy, but we ain't trade him. He's West Side.
right. I'm not.
Okay.
Listen, I am not for.
as the
Yeah,
resident
this nigga
South
from
Side,
Terracide.
as the resident
You
South
from Terracide. You
Side,
from the hundreds.
yeah, as the resident South
You
Side,
definitely from outside.
we listen, y'all keep Jay. It's cool. It's cool. We don't give a fuck.
Hey,
look,
don't
listen,
get your ass gorilla glued to
Hey, look, hey,
Now y'all mad because I said keep him.
No,
what is it? Is it
nobody's
Uchi Wally
mad.
Wally? Is it one
Nobody's
mic?
mad.
I
We're
don't
fine.
look. I'm
We're
not
fine.
Deshaun Watson. I don't want to be traded, and the West Side ain't trading me.
And
So
what
there
else?
you go.
Right.
Stop
Man.
telling me where I'm from, nigga. I already went on the tirade.
we gonna let
But
that.
yeah,
We gonna
she
leave it alone.
she was the dumbass of the fucking week.
She's out of pocket.
She was definitely out of pocket, out of bounds, out of her goddamn mind.
Her, let me tell you something. It was like three of them in the same week. It was her. It was the nigga that tried to prove that she wasn't really fucked up. So
with the cup.
he put the he glued the cup to
Like,
her.
what the fuck is going to
Everything
fam?
is-
It's Gorilla Glue.
See, this is the thing. These challenges are getting dumber.
But it
and
wasn't a
fucking
challenge.
dumber. It wasn't, but he tried to make it one. He hashtagged it Gorilla Glue Challenge.
Dumbass.
He tried to start a trend.
Dumbass
and ended
challenge.
his dumbass. I want to see his lip. I want to see the aftermath of the motherfucking lip so I
You
can
think
laugh.
he missing the chunk?
He might be.
Just
He
a little
might
bit
be.
some
But he
skin,
ain't
so-
need
Yeah,
it
they
anyway.
definitely took some skin.
You think
He
he
definitely
missing
missed.
Anyway.
He definitely missing a little skin.
What also
And-
trips
and
me
a
out is
little
the
flesh.
reward, though. This chick got over 20,000
But she
and
got to give all
GoFundMe.
that shit to the plastic surgeon. I just read it. If that shit went for free, he like, hey, you got 20,000, let me get that.
Yeah, listen, this really ain't what it costs, but I'm gonna take what you got.
Right.
That'll work too. Because, I mean, I just don't understand rewarding stupidity. I done raised 2 kids. Stupid wasn't shit I paid for.
Man, on my soul, listen.
Let me tell you something.
Cause my oldest son is stupid. I got him to college on a football scholarship by the skin of his teeth. That nigga, not book dumb,
Hey,
but he do a lot of
let me
stupid
tell-
shit.
My
Let me
daughter,
tell you
I got her
something.
through
Wait,
high school
wait,
in 3
wait.
fucking years, and she's still stupid.
Y'all
She's
go-
21. She
Yep.
does not have the capacity to be anything else at this point. I'm just like, I watch her do shit, and I'm like, look, it makes me.
I don't give a fuck.
no, fuck
Hey,
your
listen,
kids.
It's nothing I
don't
haven't-
take care of me.
Fuck them
I'm
kids.
sorry.
Some of us just called us for money.
Love
Yeah,
them to
fuck.
death, but what I got to say ain't shit worse than what life is gonna give her. And it just is what it is.
Let me tell
We
y'all
never said
something,
we didn't
Jay.
love him.
Love them
Jay.
to death.
Huh.
Let me tell y'all something. You know, about maybe 8 to 10 months ago, Jay would have little posts and he would talk about Sky Daddy. Yeah. But when it come down to that oldest boy, to that junior, and he was doing the shit he was doing, that nigga Jay started, man, you know what? Sky Daddy all right with me. I've been praying real tough. Like, Jay would call me sometimes and I'd be like, bro, I'm going to pray right now. Father God, in the name of Jesus. That nigga never stopped me one time.
Never.
Hey, because you know what?
It takes
You
a
need
different type of strength.
I needed, look, I don't fuck with religion, but I'm like, somebody help me, please, nigga.
Like,
you know what
what's that little meme?
like,
God, if you're listening, please.
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 I'm sorry.
As your kids go through different stages in life, it take a different type of energy, a different type of strength. And you be sitting there and it's like in a 24-hour period, you trying to understand, you trying to help, you trying not to fight their ass. You try, you just go through so many emotions and you start to wonder if that little piece of dick was worth it.
But
now it's a little piece. It was oh God, bring that shit back over here, Daddy. When you coming back? But now after this bullshit,
well, you gotta put up with that shit.
It's little compared to the dick that's coming at me now. It absolutely is.
You know your baby daddy might see this.
My baby father passed away when my daughter was 4 months. God bless his little soul.
Okay.
So I've been holding the whole bag. I'm wondering why he ain't behind the scenes moving Monopoly pieces. It's like, dude, you letting this shit happen like you ain't got no...
He probably having a little too much fun. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
Listen, I'm a comedian, but I'm going to let that one fly. It's way too easy. I'm going to let that one fly.
Y'all finna throw ghost dicks at me?
The upper room with Jesus.
Y'all stop doing this dumbass shit, man, for clout.
And thank you.
Oh, can we throw a bonus dumbass in here? Tekashi, the fuck is this nigga doing, bro? You run down on a nigga who is backed by billionaires, got a couple million himself, and you got a new record, so now you trying to, like, we see it. The poster you in the studio trying to promote this new record, nobody will fuck with you. Nobody will interview you. I saw your little interview on Prime. Got that shit off my listing and scroll right past it. Nigga, you a rat. Just wear the jacket. Motherfucker talking about, well, if they did this, like, listen, when I was in the street, let me tell you something. When I was in the street and gangster shit happened, guess what we did back to retaliate? Gangster shit.
Absolutely.
We didn't go to the police. We didn't talk to the police.
None of that.
Just not what we did. When gangster shit happened.
Who shot you, Jay? I don't know.
Who? Nigga, I thought I was blind till you walked in here.
First thing I seen in 3 days.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
First thing I seen in 3 days. I love it.
Look, man.
Shit.
Bro, you a rat. That's all I'm saying. You a rat. Nobody cares. And when you got that jacket of being a rat, and I always say you can't tell me nobody snitching unless I see the paperwork. Nigga, your paperwork public, my dude.
Absolutely.
Nigga, listen, not even the paperwork. This nigga on camera. Your Honor, he did it. He did it. He did it.
He did it
I didn't
twice.
know. He did it 3 times. I didn't know this was really what's going on.
Nobody's buying your tough guy act, my dude.
At all.
And you really just trying to get Meek locked back up.
Yeah.
What type of low down, dirty motherfucker? Like, man, fuck you.
Like, again, culture vultures. The nigga been a culture vulture. Him, Vlad, a host of other motherfuckers.
Daniel
But
Hernandez.
I don't trust no guy that wear a lace front anyway.
You know what?
And that's just facts.
Cancel me if you want to. Fuck you.
I'm just saying. It's
I don't-
some shit that I can't respect. A rat being one of them. Man with a lace front being the second and third. You know,
the niggas with the lace front beards, I can't.
Absolutely.
Hey, this
Absolutely.
smooth and silky ass beards, man. I can't go, man.
Nah.
I'm not. I mean, it's just too much going on. Everything is so fucking fool. It's disheartening.
Man, it's like
disheartening.
because it's flex culture. Everybody, like for us, I think for us, and I can speak for the 4 of us in the room being Gen Xers, the 4 out of 5 of us in the room being Gen Xers, right? I can speak for this. We was taught to grind for it. Like now, everything is fake it till you make it. You know, like we was taught to grind for it. Like, you know, I wanted to, shit. I didn't hit the point to the age I am now that I can wear an AP. You know, but I wanted to do that shit in my 20s, but that shit wasn't in my budget.
Right.
In my 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's certain shit like, it's like, now that I got it and now I see what motherfucker, I don't even care about it that much. I mean, I like it. I'm aware because it's nice.
It's nice.
You know what I'm saying?
It's nice.
I don't care about it like, it'd be certain shit. Oh, that's all I want. You get it. You like, that's it.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think it comes with maturity. It's not just age.
Yeah.
Because you could be old as fuck and still immature.
Absolutely.
Right? I was having this conversation with a young lady, and she was talking about, man, like, you really on the cusp of the fame and the money that you know what I'm saying? And
It's coming, bro.
You know what I'm saying? She was basically saying, like, I don't, how you gonna handle it? And I was like, what you don't understand is, I've been living the life of a famous nigga because I just been plugged for 20 years. It was nobody I couldn't touch, nobody I couldn't be with. Hell, half my friends are in certain industries where when motherfuckers spending $7,000, $10,000 on bottles, they swiping the company card, and we got the same, we want to go bottle wars? Okay, y'all got 10, fuck it, 27. Now what? 27 bottles. Now what you gonna do? We've lived that life.
You've been in the
I done kicked it with Puff. I done had hoes try to fuck me to get the Ray J. I've been living like...
It's time to get the bag.
They had one wish.
Huh? The hoes had one wish. And there were two of them at a time. Like, well, I've done this shit. I don't know. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, at this stage of my life, I don't need any of it, right? Of course, the money, right? I'm going to be icy as fuck. You're welcome. But as far as me doing any of that for anything other than my own self-gratification, no, I'm not trying to flex on no niggas. Who the fuck I want to flex on? I don't need you to see me. Like this is in my soul. This gold, these diamonds.
Because they're chasing validation.
Exactly.
And we're at a point in our lives where we already have it. And I have I have self-validation. I'll put it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about anybody else. The few people that I have in my circle, I know the regard they hold me to and things like that. And I'm totally comfortable with that. I don't need to be known worldwide because for me,
that shit come with too much.
Don't it? And I don't have the energy to put on airs for anybody.
Yeah.
This is fucking Shawn. Like it, love it, fuck you. Period. But the difference between the way we grew up and the things now, like you said, everything we wanted, we grinded for.
We had to grind for it.
We came up in the generation of the hustler.
Yeah.
We're now living in the generation of the cluck.
Damn.
Because
facts, though.
Everybody and their mama are on these recreational drugs that are causing tailspins and fucking addiction and
But not
bullshit.
to cut you out, but a lot of us was part of organizations that didn't allow that shit.
Absolutely.
You was in violation and you got your ass beat for doing anything other than weed or alcohol.
When I tell you, my grandmother, we grew up on 15th and Kedzie. Our back porch was like a stage for violations. There was this one little gangway on the other block, and we had a front row seat from age 7 to 15.
They doofus ass dressed up.
I'm telling you, whole time we was live studio audience. They out there punking headed. We
like damn.
But we grew up in an age of consequences and repercussions.
Yeah.
If you did A through F, you got G. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn right.
So the bottom line is now there is no
They got motherfuckers believing nothing should happen to them.
Exactly. The things that we did with discretion, I did a lot of fucked up shit when I was a kid, but I had 10 people willing to bet the house and back me that I didn't do it. Why? Because my grades didn't reflect a child that would do those things. My level of respect when I walked into a room.
You good grade motherfuckers was the worst.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Little Miss A.M. Pritzker Lane Technical High School. Yes, I did that.
I stayed with a 3.8.
I'm telling you.
And I wasn't even trying.
And see, that's the thing. We were smart enough to be smart on paper. We did little shit, but it was nothing we couldn't come back from. These kids are more focused on being publicized for the dumb shit they do. These challenges with suffocating themselves and doing
These motherfuckers was eating. They had to tell motherfuckers not to eat Tide Pods, bro. Who the fuck you gotta tell not to eat a Tide Pod?
But see, this is the thing, and I just said this on the post on Facebook the other day. They were like, what type of rule is this? Whenever you start working at a job and you see asinine rules, it's because some dumb motherfucker did it. And their reasoning was, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
They said, please
Who
no
told
masturbating.
You couldn't play with your dick at your desk?
No masturbating on
why
your
would
break
you
at work.
to?
They had to put that rule in, bro, because some dumb motherfucker was jerking his dick at work.
Yeah.
And it had to be something that was of detriment. Like, it had to go too fucking far for it to end up in the handbook.
And the employee.
Pun intended.
You know, absolutely. But people do dumb shit. And I'm just glad I don't understand why.
You know what?
Facts.
I'm glad that we didn't grow up during this time period because these kids can't do shit in private. Even the shit they not trying to publicize. Your ass gonna let you do some dumb shit. You're going viral.
Absolutely.
Facts.
You can try your hardest to go viral over some shit that you're trying to promote. It won't happen. Do some dumb shit.
Absolutely.
Your goof ass going viral. These kids can't do shit. Do you realize Michael Jordan would have not made it during this time with all these cameras and camera phones and shit?
He said, man, because Mike was fucked up.
Boy, Mike didn't give a fuck. Mike was out here.
Shit. I can't remember the name of the club, but it was like on Evergreen and something. You couldn't go up to the top level of that motherfucker because Mike had it. And if you wasn't fucking, if you didn't say you was fucking at the damn velvet rope, you could have choked yourself with that bitch and fell back down the stairs. You wasn't getting in.
It was Boutique, and then it was something before that.
It was Boutique. There was the Estate. There was Minx. Clearly Pages, you know what I'm saying? Because Mike and Rock was good friends.
Because
Evergreen
the building,
oh, you talking about like on off of North Avenue?
The building where my fitness studio is, that used to be Boutique.
Okay, so Boutique, Jet, but no, it had to be Boutique because was the Dragon Room?
Dragon Room was on State. That was on State because Dragon Room became Bella, and shout out to my big sis Carla. She was the event manager there. When
See what I'm saying? Like, we really just been plugged for all these years. So
a long time.
The shit niggas had to spend money to do, we didn't have to go through none of that shit.
No, at all.
None of it.
We just had to tip the waitresses a couple $100.
Come on, man.
That was it. So
that's no problem. I got you on that.
Yeah.
So, Michael, let me tell you something. I seen Mike. And, you know, I'm sure the statute of limitations have passed. He's far been divorced.
Hopefully. And he allegedly seen Mike. Let's just
No. I seen Mike.
No, I know, but we gonna say allegedly. We gonna say allegedly.
With the good eye?
With maybe not the good eye.
Forrest Whitaker eye?
But, you know, no, Juanita got her money, so we can talk about it now.
Juanita made sure she got her
Juanita got $170 million.
Sure she got it, shit.
Hey, and Mike never even
she
said
had
a
something
word.
to make sure that he didn't fight on it.
Listen, Mike was a Michael player. He wasn't going to fight on that. This Michael Jordan rules, not Tiger Woods rules.
Mike know what the fuck he put that lady through?
Yeah. And here you go. Take this 170. And he knew another $2 billion was coming off the Retro J's. Now, let me tell you something. I seen a nigga Mike pile 3 bad bitches in the front of a 2-seater sports car. I can't remember which one it was. And he made the hoes put on the seatbelt.
Clicking the ticket.
Pimping.
Hoes require safety too. It don't matter.
You gotta protect your hoe.
They steal some ladies.
Yes. Let me tell you something. I seen Mike in the club one night with Juanita 2.0. I'm talking about a younger version of his wife.
Bad.
2.0 version of her. Let me tell you something. If this was 2020, 2021, Mike would have been all over TMZ.
All over Shade Room, TMZ, B. Scott, all that shit. Hey, let's clap it up for good PR back in the motherfucking 90s, nigga.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great PR in the 90s, my nigga. Like,
Yes.
because, listen, PR worked wonders for niggas. Now people think social media is their PR, and it's not.
Absolutely.
You're fucking yourself.
You definitely.
With a
Knock
sick
it the
dick.
fuck off.
Yeah.
She said with a sick dick. You know
Yeah,
what?
that's what my grandma
It's
used to
time
say.
for us to move on, man.
That's the type of grandma I had. That's what she used to say. We come home crying about something. Fuck them with a sick dick. You right, Grandma.
Your granny was on point. I like her.
That was my baby.
My granny used to tell me, okay, you keep on fucking with them little Mexican girls, they brothers gonna cut your dick off. And I ain't gonna cry neither.
Damn.
it was a lot of that.
But she wasn't lying.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
She was not lying.
So I never kicked in the humble part.
Yeah.
Says the
I
guy
had-
who's married
I had
to a
the-
Mexican.
You
But I
had
had
to go through your rites of passage though, with the family.
Oh, look, the family was cool. It was the niggas on the block who had shot at her their whole life, and then she showed up with me. The niggas that she shot down.
Oh,
But see, them niggas, I shoot, and they knew that, so it really wasn't that.
Allegedly.
But moving,
Let's
yeah,
move it on.
But moving,
Allegedly.
but moving right along.
Yeah.
My friend
Dave
never hurt
Chappelle,
nobody.
man. Dave Chappelle.
The GOAT.
Getting
I love
the
him.
fucking
I love
goat.
him. I love
Getting
him.
his motherfucking show back. Dave Chappelle, shout out. Let's get this out the way. Shout out to you for using your power, which is your fan base, because we really fuck with you, and you are the living GOAT right now as far as comedy goes. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You're that fucking guy. You're fearless in what you do.
For anybody who disagrees with that, what'd you say with a sick dick?
We're referring back to the sick dick.
Yeah, refer back to the sick dick.
Open wide.
So now,
open wide. That's funny.
He told his fans, because of you, I have my show back.
I have my name back.
I have my name back. I have my license, and they pay me millions of dollars. Because of you, I haven't done what some of my colleagues have had to do. Because of you, I don't know what
a dick tastes like. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because there was a lot of comedians, particularly one from here, like making videos, running the gamut, talking about, he didn't get done wrong. He signed a contract. He did. Yo, fam, why you capping so hard for the ops, bro?
And you know what?
Why you capping so hard for the ops?
That's
Dave
that
was
song
like,
and dance, because he knows he doesn't have the fan base to keep him on top. He wants to.
That's a nigga jockeying for your position,
Absolutely.
and he feel like if he kissing up ass, he can get it. And,
Nope.
Nah.
No, because you ain't that man.
Nope.
You just not.
You ain't walk away from 50 million and withstand the motherfucking scrutiny that man withstood and came back, and his fan base put him right on top because they know he a solid motherfucker.
Fuck walk away from 50 million, nigga. You didn't even walk away from the dress.
Yeah.
That's
So let's start
right.
there. You didn't walk away from the dress. You ran to the dress. So, at the end of the day, when you got to shut the fuck up when grown folks talking.
Oh God.
Shut the fuck up when grown folks are talking. The nigga Dave said, I always was taught to mind my business. And the tricky thing about minding your business and knowing what's your business.
Yep.
And what's not your business.
And nigga was talking like Chappelle show. This is Dave Chappelle. You talking like Chappelle show ain't his business. Like
his name
what they
ain't on it.
earning ain't his business because he ain't getting a cut. Like you talking about a motherfucker that was still in high school when he signed that fucking deal, who's in charge now. So Shorty saw it within his motherfucking scope of things to make this right over at Viacom. Because he's in charge now. I don't know what them niggas did before me. We don't do business like this. Let's make this right.
Hey, he didn't want that. He didn't want that on his conscience, man. Fuck that.
Absolutely
Like, man, you know what I'm saying? With motherfuckers coming in now, handling shit, you know what? Let's right some of these wrongs.
In every position, there's always something that's going to make or break your legacy.
Mm-hmm.
He knew he didn't want to fuck with Chappelle like that. You put yourself on an island because the same people that put Chappelle where he is can slide your ass up out of where you are too.
And like I said, y'all made that
Period.
show worthless because y'all took your eyes off of it when I asked y'all to. Like, that's power, man. That's that power that we seen in the movie
one
Malcolm
man should
X.
have all that power.
And the nigga did this. That's that power.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga said, I'm not asking you to boycott Viacom. I'm asking you to boycott me.
Yes.
Don't watch Chappelle's show. Nigga, I never clicked on that shit again.
Never again.
Nope.
When he said it, I said, fuck it. The
Not
ghost
at all.
said,
'Cause
the
I'm
ghost
so-
said,
Nigga, I got the
cool.
DVDs and I ain't even watched the DVDs.
I'm so
nigga.
diehard when it come to Dave, I could play half of that shit in my head.
Absolutely.
Fuck that. Because that's the type of imprint that he leaves on a person. That's what his show did. When Chappelle's show was hitting, what was it, 2003 to 2006?
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything about that show, the hilarity of the shit.
He ushered us into mainstream America.
He did.
Like when he
Yeah.
did when he did the Mad Real World, excuse me.
How we could just fuck you up.
Right. That was my shit. He was like, that motherfucker said, he's like, you want me to leave? You did this. He said, look, we could just fuck you up. And that was us. That was so fun because, nigga, like, we trying to be civil. We could just
asked.
beat the shit out you.
Yeah.
Because that's where we go with shit. Like, we be like, look, whatever word Charlie Murphy made up, we trying to be comedian.
Comedial.
What the fuck is comedian? Nigga? I was trying to, I was like, is that even a word?
In the moment, you knew what it
Charlie,
was.
man.
I knew what he meant.
And he tried.
You're like, we could just fuck you up. Donnell Rawlings, fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? We was like, we trying to be chameleon, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Absolutely.
what?
But honestly, even to a person that wasn't
Oh, man.
political
Mhm.
or wasn't really into all of the social issues and things like that, that show introduced it to you in a way that you can take. I
Yeah.
mean, we all know, like your wife in general,
Uh-huh.
people with disabilities learn in different ways, or just different capacities learn in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Dave spoke to the dummy and empowered
Mhm.
the dummy through laughter.
Mhm.
Because while you laughing and taking a joke, it's also processing something else on the
Mhm.
other end. He showed everything from, remember the black guy that was a Klans member, didn't know he was black.
Nigga.
Baby turned around, found out he was black, divorced his wife because
'Cause
what? She was a nigga
nigga
lover.
That
Okay?
is comedy
So
gold. You got to be a
the
writer
irony
to
of
write
it,
that
when
shit.
he did the show, the Niggars, the Nigaar, where the whole white family's last name was nigger, all the fucking jokes that came into play with this whole thing, it just put a different spin on things. I was listening to something on the Comedy Channel on Sirius the other day, and they were doing something about Richard Pryor. I can't remember the name.
Richard
of the
Pryor
comedian.
called Dave Chappelle the GOAT.
Hello.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a long
So-
time ago.
Wasn't
Yep.
freebasing that damn hard.
Right.
So, and all the things that people were saying about Richard, there was a white comedian that talked about how he, as a kid, they used to listen to Richard, and Richard had a way of not making white people feel guilty for being white.
Right.
That was nice. But I like the way that Dave come out shooting the
Shooting
motherfucking
the gun.
I was watching the SNL, and it was so tripped out because everything that he said, you could see the whole band, and they all looked like statues.
Yeah.
Nobody laughed. Nobody broke. I might be an asshole, but I like that tension. I like that accountability.
Because you gotta put it,
necessary.
It is necessary.
you got to put it in the room. You know what's funny? Like, and even like my wife who works with children with disabilities, you know what I mean? And she was like, she said, everybody don't learn the same.
Nope.
So you have to find a way to get this. Like, even
You got to
when,
meet them where they
like,
at.
when everybody was trying to oust the white girl who said, you know, oh, tough luck, sorry, you know, something like that. And he educated her on why it wasn't okay to say that. And he was like, now you know. This is the type of shit that Dave does, because he could have just been like, get out of here, white bitch. You know what I mean? This, that, and the other.
Yeah.
He met her where she was. Okay, let me educate you on this. I could have you removed. I could have you kicked out. But let me educate you, right? Let me educate you. So this is what he did. He educated her, and in turn, the whole crowd was like, damn. And then he was like, now you know. So now you know why it's not okay to say shit like that. Because I always tell people, I'm not mad at you for not knowing. I'm mad at you for knowing, and then you choosing to be willfully ignorant.
Yeah. That's GOAT behavior. And you know, at the end of the day, Andre 3000 got a saying. We say, well, you know, it's an old school saying. They say you put the medicine in the candy. And that's what Dave did with Chappelle show. He put the medicine in the candy. We was laughing the whole time, like you say. But he was really hitting us with some hard
so
shit.
many gems in that shit.
Man, it was hard. I mean, like, he was throwing it in there. Like,
the shit that nobody wanted to discuss. And you got to think, Dave came about when George Bush was in office.
Yeah.
Tensions was high.
Very high. Very high.
Dave was around when Hurricane Katrina happened, and motherfucking Bush just flew the fuck over the top of everything. Was like, yeah, fuck them niggas. And kept going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, we watched the man get the news that the shit was going down in Hurricane Katrina, and he wanted to act like he didn't, like, really hear that shit. He was reading the book upside down. He wasn't reading that book. The book was upside down.
Yeah.
That nigga can't read. So, but Dave has evolved, and he's taken us through a lot of America's tragedies. He's taken us through a lot of our tragedies as African Americans, and he has made some poignant points. A lot of his comedy, you get some laughs in there, but it's more of an education.
It's more truth than anything.
It is. It's definite truth. And everybody needs to hear that. I don't care about sugarcoating it for anybody that might not be from that struggle. It's education. He's going to go down as more than a comedian. It's not all about laughing. Yeah. He definitely is more than a comedian.
I always say, like, there's two comedians right now, I always say, like, listen, Dave took, like, because Chris Rock does social commentary, right? And it's funny, but Dave took what Chris Rock does and elevated it to something else. And even, like, Chris Rock and Kevin Hart, like, man, we'll watch Dave and go rewrite our whole shit, because we'd be like, nah, we not that funny. Like, after watching them, like, we not that funny.
Yeah.
Like, and this is, you know what I mean? Like, when your peers have that level of respect for you, like, niggas might have more money than Dave. They might have, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Dave is respected by his peers. That's some whole next level shit.
Even the ones that came before him, like Eddie Murphy fuck with Dave.
Absolutely.
Eddie, and you know what I'm saying?
Tony Woods.
Eddie was the nigga that knocked the doors down for a lot of niggas.
If it's not for Eddie Murphy, there's no Kevin Hart.
There's no Kevin Hart. There's no me being able to be on stage and talk the shit that I talk without a motherfucker being like, hey, that's flim flam farf. You can't get the fuck out of here with that shit. That is dirty. You know what I'm saying? If it were not for Eddie Murphy, shit, motherfucking Bill Cosby prior to the pill scandal, Bill Cosby.
What pill?
The pills. You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember.
The shit. Don't check your drink. Prior to that,
Killing nobody over here.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what we do. That's not what we do.
No, I'm telling check a drink because they say if you say his name 3 times,
a pill might appear in your drink.
But prior to that, Bill Cosby was trying to clean comedy all the way up, and he wasn't fucking with Richard Pryor and them and Red Fox and niggas who was talking nigga shit, real nigga shit. He was trying to make it all fluffy and nice, and you know, and it's sad to see him.
Nigga, you from the projects in Philadelphia. You know shit ain't fluffy and nice. Fuck out of here.
And that's pretty much what Richard Pryor told Eddie.
Yeah.
And Eddie went on to kick the doors down for the rest of us to talk our shit.
So yeah, look, man. Again, shout out to Dave, but it was a lot of his peers hating, and I'm glad he said what he said about that Cash and Couch. That was an episode of this particular podcast a few episodes back when I went in on niggas talking about you ain't been in these rooms. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Elder's been in these rooms.
Yeah.
You know I've been in these rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You know what certain motherfuckers be on, and it's just those of us who not going. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I ain't even passing no judgment on the motherfuckers who went because it's beautiful on the other side. But listen, if I have to put a dick in my mouth to do it, then it's just not gonna happen.
And honestly, there's always a price to pay. Even if you dodge the dick in your mouth, a lot of more successful.
Even
if you avoid the
Even
dick, you
if-
dodge
right,
the
you
dick.
know.
you dodge the
If
dick
you imagine
in the mouth.
there's still a final boss at the end.
There is.
No,
There is. I mean, you might avoid the dick, but you still get the balls, you know, at some point. So we have men that have compromised themselves and dressed as women or did additional shit, you know, and maybe bust open a little boy pussy. Whatever it is, there's always been so much.
I like
how,
says it,
I like
though.
how pleasant and elegant that you say that.
It was
Absolutely, because
it was
it's all
so
about
nice.
the delivery. I say some fucked up shit at home in my customer service voice. My husband be like, bitch, yes, is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
Yo,
But
that's very true though. The way it's about the delivery.
it's the delivery.
Yeah.
Because I grew up on it ain't what you said, but how you said it.
Ain't
What you did, but how you do it.
Yeah.
Things
Big
like
facts,
that.
though.
So sometimes people can say, and I say some fucked up shit. I say some very direct shit. It's not necessarily out of disrespect, but hey, if it come up, it's gonna come
I
out.
always say, like, if like this is the female version of myself. This is why we get along so well, because she just gonna say the shit, and I'm the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And I'm gonna do this after I'm done. So, but it's just one of those things. People, a lot of our black men have compromised themselves for success.
Big fact.
And that shit always comes back to bite you. If it doesn't come back in the public, it comes back when you sleeping at night. You know, which is why they end up with suicide.
What you
substance
say,
abuse,
niggas jumping
things
out
like
of windows to wash off all the taste of the
All the
dicks and shit that they.
Hey, let me tell you something. Oddly enough, I was interviewing Damon Williams the same night that Chappelle released that clip.
Yeah.
And Damon was saying that he said, look, people ask him all the time, why didn't you just go to LA? Like you was hot, like you was super hot. Why didn't you move to LA and take over? He was like, you know, I had my dignity here. I was making money. You know what I'm saying? Like I was eating good. So it wasn't like I was trying to, like, you know, some people need, you know, 30, 40 million or what have you, and nothing wrong with that. He's like, I could still achieve certain things, but I needed to do it on my own terms and not have to like drink bleach or gouge my eye out to try and erase the memories of the dicks I sucked.
And jump off hotel balconies and commit suicide and shoot yourself and shit.
And that's the absolute truth. And that's true in any level of life.
Yeah.
You know? But people, when they see a price tag, they're more inclined to swallow swallow.
Swallow Swiller. I'll be damn if she didn't bring
That is some
Swiller back.
Chicago shit.
Oh, man.
You know, swallow is a way of
The
life.
girl's the most valuable swiller killer.
Swiller!
I mean,
Swiller! You know what? Hey, Rob, when you edit this, man, make sure you put a exclamation point on the swiller. Oh, man.
Listen, some people are more comfortable with shit. Like, and I remember being in LA and at the height of what I was doing and calling Liz and telling her, yo, gee, this shit ain't for me. Because I signed an NDA, then I saw what I saw. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I was like, if I got to do this, I'm coming home. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, I got to come to the crib because, like, I'm coming to the crib, man. Like, if this is what this shit is, this shit different. I can't, you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
I ain't built for this.
You
And
know,
as a wife, she said, come home. Because ain't nothing like a nigga jumping up out his sleep swinging. Ain't nobody dealing with that. Nobody dealing with them demons, okay? When we lay down, we need to stay down.
Oh, God.
hey man, them first little weird parties you are a part of, and you see niggas do shit that you didn't know niggas was doing.
I had no idea.
You just be like,
But I learned quick.
oh yeah, and you like, oh no, I ain't on that. I'm gonna hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, with
I'm definitely going to jail.
That's
for
why
the
we
rest of
didn't
my
really
life.
honor Terry Crews when he was like, and I couldn't believe that he grabbed my meat in front of my wife, in front of everybody at the party. Nah, nigga, they know who to play with.
They know who to
Oh,
play with. That
exactly.
means you done did that before. He was letting you know that, he was letting your wife know that that's his dick.
I'm telling you, that was a power play. That's all that was.
Your wife, he did that in front of your wife because he wanted your wife to know that was his dick because he had it before.
Thank you. And at the end of the day,
Now,
bro.
like, listen, I've been in, like I said, y'all ain't been in them rooms. I've been in the rooms. I know what that shit looked like. That's exactly what that was, and you can't tell me shit different.
Period. And once you start playing the game, you don't choose when it stops.
No.
They do.
Yep.
So
No.
you might have thought that was a
wanna
one-time
keep
thing,
working?
and you think you walked away with a bag. You might have got one contract off of that, but guess what? You don't keep playing. You don't keep getting contracts. It's those little things like that. And I couldn't live under those terms. My grandmother
No.
used to tell me all the time that I was the type of person that would cut off my nose to spite my own face. And I told her, well, if that motherfucker ain't acting right, they don't deserve to smell nothing. It got to go.
It's got to go.
Because I'm all about shit, the greater good. and if one thing is fucking up, it gotta go. And that's how I've always lived my life. If this is fucked up, we're gonna scoop it out. We'll work around it. I found a way for my ear to smell something, but that nose,
It's got to go.
that sneaky
gotta
motherfucker
go.
got to go.
That motherfucker-
It got to
Hey,
go.
that motherfucker got to get the fuck up on out of here.
I'm telling you,
Hi, man.
that might have been what was going on with Michael Jackson when he lost his nose.
You know what? Don't do that.
He cut his nose off despite his
Despite his
face.
face. I hate
I'll be damned. That's comedy
All
gold,
right.
man. They give me a pound. Go on
Sorry.
ahead. There it is.
Oh, man.
I think
Ain't
we've
closing,
covered
man.
everything.
No, ain't closing.
Well, we got something else?
The four types of people who gonna die alone.
Let's do that.
I promised y'all this in the group. And I just said I was gonna break it down. We ain't got to have a discussion about it right now. We can do it at a later date.
Yeah, because we want to,
We want to keep in
Yeah.
timing. But I said I was going to explain these things. The four types. Now, keep in mind, these people can change at any given time, right? But most never do. So maybe we will do a special relationship episode where we revisit this. But I said I was going to break this down to y'all, right? So let's break it down. Number one, the unrealistic expectations person. Now, keep in mind, before y'all be like, oh, he's shitting on women. These can be women or men. You know what I mean? It could be either or. And this applies to everybody. I don't give a fuck if you're cisgender, transsexual, gay, straight, homosexual, gender fluid. This applies to all you
If your ass is
motherfuckers.
living,
What the fuck is a
this
cis?
could be you.
Cisgender.
Us.
What?
That's
Yeah.
another show.
That's another show. We'll talk about that off air.
All right.
You know, so I'm just using the millennial Gen Z terms right now and what they like.
Good
You-
job, Jay, because I can't keep up.
Cisgender. You mean regular?
Everybody to me is
Yeah.
you.
You just
All right. The unrealistic expectation person. This is the motherfucker who expect like to do what they do, but a motherfucker to come along and do everything for them. And you know, like you just want to come along and be saved and shit, right? And you know, you want to come along and be saved and think that, you know, a motherfucker is in your life to rescue you. I know women like this. I know dudes like this. You know what I'm saying? Right. you know, you looking for Captain Save 'em. And they out here, niggas be simping hard, chicks be simping hard. You know what I mean? They out here, but you expect a motherfucker to just show up. Oh, motherfucker gotta have this. You expecting shit from motherfuckers that you can't do for yourself, or you expecting things from motherfuckers that you don't have, right? Moving right along. Number 2, the maximizer. This is the person that maximizes flaws in everybody else so they don't have to deal with why they made fucked up choices. You know, you maximize he this or she this or that. And I don't like the way they do this and this, that, and the other. Never dealing with your own energy, right? Never dealing with your own energy at all. You know, but you maximize everybody else's flaws. So that's you. If that's you, I'm talking to you. Number 3, the sandcastle builder. Hell, you spent some time building sandcastles. You know what I'm saying? You know, since I've known you. Sandcastle, let me tell you what the sandcastle
broken
builder.
bitches. Yeah,
No. It ain't even that. You go to the beach and be like, look at all this sand, AKA look at all these bitches.
Oh, yeah. That's me.
So you begin,
That was.
and women do this too. Man, I'ma date all these dudes and see, and whichever one went out. So you spend your time building sandcastles.
All your good years.
Shit that can just be walked past and kicked over instead of fucking with that person that really fuck with you and building a home that you can live in and grow in and build something in.
Foundation.
But you rather build sandcastles because it's so much sand, you don't know what to do with yourself.
What they say, so instead of building a nuclear family and wealth, you was out here taking all the extra free sex.
Yeah, that's you. You was building.
It was me. I've been delivered.
Yeah, I'm delivered.
I'm looking.
I want to see the delivery confirmation on that. When was the delivery date and time? Was it left on the doorstep or was it signed for?
December 10th, about 4 a.m.
My nigga.
That was so fast. I know it was full of shit. Next, Jay. Next.
Last and number 4, the self-server, AKA the non-communicator. I hate y'all the most. Like, literally, I don't really have no issues with none of these
I hate y'all
people.
too.
I'm just telling. I hate y'all the most. I'm not telling no nigga how to love me or so a motherfucker just supposed to, but I bet every last one of you motherfuckers was singing Lil Wayne's How to Love, right? The song was literally about that. And you're sitting here talking about you ain't telling no nigga how to, either they know or they don't.
Because they were too busy maximizing.
Boom. There you go. So.
And this goes for men and women. This goes for men and women.
Because I know motherfuckers on both sides that do it. So my thing is this. You don't think a motherfucker, like, listen, you don't communicate shit. You don't talk about shit, but I'm supposed to show up and know all your fucking wants and needs. I'm not a motherfucking mind reader. Tell me what you need for me to feel safe, what you need to feel secure, what you need to feel loved.
Tell
what
me what you want me to do.
Tell me what you need.
Oh, shit.
Tell me if it ain't good enough for you, babe.
Sing it, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta tell us something, man.
You got to say something. So to me,
need you to say something, baby.
Goddamn right. Listen, that is by far the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. It's fucking dumb. You're a fucking idiot. I don't care how you take it. Do something. You're a fucking moron.
Theo, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
Goddamn right it is. I ain't telling her. You're like, listen. These are the 4 type of people that's gonna die alone. Like I said, you can change that at any time. But most of you never will. So you niggas is gonna end up with pit bulls and car clubs, and you chicks is gonna end up with motherfucking cats,
gorilla glue
and
ponytails,
book clubs, and gorilla glue ponytails,
and hella shoes.
You stupid, goofy motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Love language is essential, and that's just not talking dirty while you're getting it. You know, you have to be able to talk. There's ways of telling a person without asking. A lot of us feel like, I'm not begging anybody to love me. I'm not going to beg anybody to do that. But here's the thing. That person had a whole life before you, had their own experience before you, as you did. So love language is essential. You need to show a person what it is that you like, what it is that you deem valuable. And you also need to shower that same shit on that person. You show a person how to love you by loving them in that way. There is no one-way street.
Talk your shit, Shawn.
I know that's right, boo. All I'm saying is I learned a whole lot of shit. I've been in a relationship for 10 years.
Mhm.
And I've only been married a little bit over a year. It
Damn,
took
that's
us.
it?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it was longer. Because
we've been together for 10 years.
forever. Yeah.
So when
I
we
feel like Pat,
honestly,
I've known
the
Pat
crazy
forever.
man, me too. The funny part is when we met each other, yeah, we knew we wanted to hit. And we spent a lot of time, we both came out of relationships like freshly.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, we gonna smash. Did a whole lot of goddamn smashing under the pretenses of being friends.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of us knew this was going to be a relationship, so we were our authentic selves.
Hey,
we
I
was
bet
in
you when
strip
y'all was
clubs,
juicing, y'all
we
was
was juicing.
Y'all didn't think y'all was gonna wind up married, did y'all?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We
She
were
probably was like, it's a goddamn shame all this good dick is gonna go to somebody else at some point.
Oh, it wasn't gonna go to nobody else. I was gonna fuck it forever. Okay, I knew that much. I just didn't know we was gonna be in a relationship.
Sound like you,
Yeah, forever. I know I'm gonna hit this vibe.
Hey, Ma, this shit sounded a lot like L, didn't it?
But I mean, I knew that's what I wanted to do. But we didn't have a relationship in mind, so we were being our fucking selves in strip clubs, kicking it, doing all types of shit. Realized I can deal with this shit.
Right.
4 months in, then the love crept in. I was like, oh shit. But we've been through some growing because shit, I'm the only woman that's ever lived with him, been engaged to him, or even married to him. And my man is 52. He's done a lot of shit his whole life. He lived a life where he didn't need anybody.
Shout out to Pat. That's my nigga, man.
Hello. Shout out to my
nigga.
husband.
That's what's up.
But even letting me in his kitchen, because this nigga cooks. He still do the majority of the cooking now. But it was just little things like that. He had everything he needed. He didn't need anybody. But you know, Shawn slipped in and showed him some shit. You know, I mean, he honestly
when you let a motherfucker in, when you not like,
shit.
and it's funny because me and Liz were just having this discussion because I ain't let nobody in.
Absolutely.
I don't do that shit.
Absolutely. And I didn't do the shit either because he actually showed me some consistency and some love. And that was something that I hadn't seen in my 30 plus years prior to him. And it was weird to me. It was a little goofy, like, why he's still here? Every time I went to a family function, they was pulling me to the side, Auntie Ann. You still got him? Yeah, shut up for he hear you.
That's my homie.
You know, I was like, shut up for he hear you. Yeah, I still got him. You know, everybody was like, you still got him because one disagreement to me was a deal breaker. You on the other side of me, bye.
See, I done
This nigga showed up like, you know, we still go together, bitch.
Her cousin braid my son hair and shit. I done integrated into her peoples and all. So she's like, ATN. I'm like, that's my peoples. You know, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying?
So you already knew what she was going with.
You know Because she gonna say it.
Oh, Ann is gonna say it.
She gonna say it. She don't give a fuck
when
what you
she
talking
first
about.
saw him, she said, where you get that young boy from? I said, what young boy? A nigga 9 years older than me. What you talking about? You look good. Let me go over here and introduce myself. I said, let me introduce you. This is my auntie Ann.
She
Baby.
gonna say it. That's
don't play her.
That's my homie.
But that's the type of family I come from. The last name Strong really means something. Like we be on some, you are op until you ain't. And it take a minute.
Shout out. But see, the thing is like, it's funny because, you know, you introduced me to Jackie and it was one of them things. She braids my son's hair. Like, that's what I said. You can't get rid of me now. I'm in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We family shit. You know what I mean? So,
family.
But this shit lets me know that we're gonna really have to have this relationship panel episode. I don't want to go too deep into this because this is a good topic for a whole nother episode. But I just really wanted to put these 4 things out there and let it marinate. So like even when we do this, me, you, B, bring Shawn back, bring maybe like 1 or 2 more people in, and we really, you know what I'm saying? Had this conversation because I think it's time because especially for our community, the only way we gonna catch this wealth gap is through nuclear families. And that's a whole nother discussion, but I wanna have it, but this ain't the time and this ain't the time and place
back
for
the families that were broken apart by the government.
Absolutely. So I definitely wanna touch that. But I think we touched on everything today, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think we did our shit, you know. So hey, man, shout out to Brandy celebrating her motherfucking birthday in New Orleans.
Happy birthday, Brandy.
You know, it's been her birthday month. It ain't even been the birthday.
Baby, when Brandy celebrates, she celebrates.
Yeah, it's up there in February every year.
And it's stuck there.
You know what I'm saying? on my soul. Say, you know what I'm saying? So. Hey, man, you know, as usual, I'm Jay Hollins.
It's your man, L.
I'm Shawn, and I was so happy to be here.
Thank you.
We love having you.
Brandon. We love having We bringing you back, though, when we do this relationship shit.
You promise?
Yeah, I
This
promise.
ain't no one-hitter quitter.
No, this ain't no. Hey, Pat, she did her thing while you was talking shit. Talking about what the fuck qualify her to be on
I
the
told
motherfucker.
yes. And do you know what I told him, L?
What'd
I
you
said
tell
my
him?
level of education, ignorance, and these two little old titties.
Two little old titties.
Two little old titties.
Hey,
That's
man.
hilarious.
Hey, man. Hey, again, man. Y'all already know how we coming. This has been Fake Decent. The podcast. We'll catch y'all next time. It's Fake Decent.
It's fake decent.